Hello, my family. Okay, so it's going to be just a little bit hard to hear me here. Um, I am perfectly fine. I feel okay. I just had some congestion and now it just went to my voice. I've been doing a lot of talking this weekend and everything too, so my voice is kind of doing a little bit of a funny thing, but I wanted to get this out to you. We have to get back to work no matter what. And as they say, life goes on, no matter how I feel. Um, Part of homesteading that I've learned, whether it rain, shine, sleet, snow, any weather condition at all, nothing can stop. I still have to take care of everything, whether I feel good or not. Now, unless it's really, really bad where my family has to take over for me, I pretty much try to take care of myself. This is no different. This is a part of my lifestyle. It's a part of my homesteading. You are a part of my family, and you're no different than the rest of my farm work. You're no different than the rest of my homestead. So if, just like the rest of my family, you have to listen to my kind of a Mickey Mouse voice a little bit, or maybe the chipmunks, if you don't mind that, we got this today. So what I've got, I am getting ready, like I told you, that we are going to be doing a seed haul coming up this next month. And probably about the middle toward the end of January, I do a major seed haul because spring's coming. So I'm getting prepared for that. But in the meantime, since I started Mediterranean, I've also noticed that I need to start trying to figure out ways to grow and be able to get that which I need, because frankly herbs are getting hard. At the store I could buy basil, but my basil, here's an instance, I bought two plants, basil plants. I had them in my house at $2.99, but by the time that we get them, they're bolting. Nobody understands that because they see them nice and tall and, oh wow, that's a great plant. Truthfully, it is not a great plant. It is bolting and you're about to lose your plant. You paid $2.99 because you better use it now or you're going to throw it in the garbage. So whatever leaves that are on that plant, you've done paid for your basil, and that's all you're going to get out of it. I've tried to cut and I've tried to work with it. This is how I know what's going to happen to it. I've worked with it. I know what's going to happen. So don't even bother. Truthfully, just don't even bother. Another method we can do is grow them by those little plastic packs. But I've known that once I buy them and I stick them in my refrigerator, within a couple days they're turning brown. You can't even put them in water, honestly, because it will not keep them alive. Unlike you can this, where you can buy fresh parsley and fresh cilantro, come home and put them in a vase, and then be able to keep them on your counter at least for a little while. So I have another method, and I was actually blessed. One I had gotten for my Christmas gift, but I have an opportunity that I'm going to bring to you. Mind you all, this is not something I do constantly, and it won't happen that way. I will choose whatever comes my way, what I think may benefit somebody down the line like it's benefiting me. So one of the options is I'm learning to do hydroponics indoors. Now, I've always wanted to do this, and I have a dear friend in Michigan who sent me a small unit, a 6-pod unit for me to try and be able to start growing something indoors. Well, along the process just before Christmas, I had a major opportunity, and we're going to be showing that one today. This one here is like the hydroponics of tech. Honestly, it's an amazing product, and I cannot wait to start. Now, I'm not actually going to get started with it today, but I am going to show you this. It's a Let Pro. It is an hydroponics of bells and whistles. We're going to get to that one. That's what we're going to start showing you, and that's what we're going to start working on in the next couple days. As soon as my voice can get just a little better, where we could talk a little bit better, we're going to start showing you the next process of planting and all that in it, because I look forward. I do Mediterranean food constantly. Few of the herbs that I'm always using, one is basil, two is parsley. This stuff is getting costly, and I would rather have this in my own home, cutting it, working it as much as I can. The other thing is I love spring mixes and salads, so I would be able to grow that on my own in my own home. So these are things, I tried growing this stuff outside. I can't. It's hard. It just does not make it. The temperatures are up and down. The lighting is off. It just does not work as well as I would like it to do. These indoor hydroponics may be small, but they're a process of what we're going to be able to do in the winter, which I can't do outside. Another thing I'm looking forward to is I'm going to be getting up some galvanized raised beds, and I'm going to be working that into the farm and show you more of our growing that we're going to have to do. Y'all, this homestead, this little bitty property is about to boom, and we are about to do a lot of work. For those of you who are wondering, how can I do this if I live in the city? I don't have a lot of land. How can I do this? I'm going to show you all of that this year. I'm upping my game. I'm upping my lifestyle, and I have been getting back on track. And because of that, I've lost a couple more pounds again, and I'm happy with myself. My body reached a point. Let me sit down and get me something to drink, and I'll come back. I'm going to let you know what happened to my body for sure, where I'm at now, and what we're going to be doing ahead. Okay, y'all. So I've been cleaning up the homestead quite a bit. I've been wiping it out. As a matter of fact, what had ended up happening up until the beginning of this week is I just continually ate what I want. I'm going to just be honest. I did. I figured, I'm just going to get past the holidays. What I didn't expect was my body literally was hurting. It was telling me, it was talking to me, it was sick. And it did not want me to keep doing this. I never in my life paid attention to my body. And it got to the point, it hurt so bad I couldn't get out of bed. And I thought, whoa. Then I started feeling sick. Now, I have not felt sick in a while. And so it was telling me it was time to do something. So I decided to go back on track. And I've never felt better. I have more energy again. I'm recovering from being sick. My body's inflammation is coming down. It's being happy with me again. And so I feel like I can get more done. I don't ever want to do this again, honestly. Nothing is absolutely worth this. Mediterranean lifestyle is proven. Maybe I'm not fully low carb like my husband is, but I am 100% Mediterranean. And I do incorporate some low carb. It works for me. So y'all, that's this homestead. We are Parton's Heritage Homestead in the Mediterranean / low carb way, and we're sticking with it. This is who we are. This is what works for us. Mediterranean actually is every homesteader. Mediterranean is every farmer. This is what our lifestyle is. It's purely organic foods, self-sufficiency, and I've already told you we're on our pantry challenge. What does that mean? Well, fish is expensive. But it doesn't mean that I can't have fish. I'm going to show you some examples of what I'm fixing to do, and I'm going to turn this in a Mediterranean way. Can I do it? Watch me. We have salmon. Salmon is super, super expensive. I'm looking at salmon patties. I have a beautifully smoked salmon. And I have some wild-caught pink salmon I can put together to make salmon patties. By the way, Miss Kathy Chapman, if you are watching this video, please, darling, email me at wolfwalker1101@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. If you could get this video, please contact me. So we are having salmon patties. I still get my fish protein and my omega-3s using it in the Mediterranean way. What can I serve with this? Well, I can serve a wedged salad, which is exactly what we're going to do. And then I'm going to have some cannellini beans to go on the side. I have a Mediterranean meal. I am using what I have stored in my pantry. I am also using some of the fresh, which I told you we will have to do that by the store. I am still cutting my groceries by hundreds of dollars. Even if all I did was fresh every week, I can take $35 to $50 at the most doing fresh vegetables every week versus $300 to $400 in groceries. This is what we're doing with our pantry, and I'm showing you how to do or how to use what I have stocked and making it in a Mediterranean healthy way. So these are what we're having for supper, and honestly, we're going to work with this together. This is going to be our kitchen meal tonight. If you can deal with my squeaky little voice, because I know some of you have said that, bless your hearts, that my voice soothes you. Well, I'm not sure about the soothing right now, but hey, I'm doing my best for you. So I'm going to put this up and we'll be right back. Okay, my family, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to do an unboxing of a lead pot hydroponic system. This thing here is, I've never seen anything like this in my life. It's a smart 4-in-1. You can use this under Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. You could connect this to your phone. It's an automated or manual service. Now I'm going to use mine manually. I'm not going to get into the automatics because this thing here takes some time to get used to. It can do so much that I just don't want to confuse myself even. I've never worked with any of these. So this is why the opportunity for me to do this was really a blessing in disguise. It's what I've always wanted to try, especially now since I'm doing Mediterranean. Now this is our box that we're going to work with, and that's our cute little device that we're going to be planting our basil and stuff so that we could cook our Mediterranean foods with. Now I'm going to show you what this comes with, and I was blown away with this package. So I'm going to angle this down so you can see what we have. Okay, so in this box, actually we're just going to open this. We've got our instructions in here, and they've got a few other things about other products that they have and how to contact them, their websites and everything else, which I'm also going to put a link to their place in the description box below. So I'm going to turn around and have all that ready for you. We're going to go ahead and take this. Now this is pretty tight in this box. It's really packed exceptionally well. And it's definitely not easy to take out of here. They definitely know how to pack it. I promise I will get this out. There we go. It's in here like a sandwich, y'all. This is a pretty good sized device. This one's got 21 pods. That's an awful lot of growing you can do in one particular piece. And then from what I'm understanding, not only does it have 21 pods, but it also has a large section as well. Right, take your top. This top comes and rises up, so you pop it just a little bit up here. Be very careful. It's got a base back here. I take my base and I'm going to hold it here with my hand. If you can see that, I'm going to hold it on my base line. And I'm going to pull this up. This goes up pretty tall for plants. I mean, you've got a good couple of, about at least maybe a foot, a little over a foot, maybe 2 in height here. And then it's got different types of tops. Now this one here is the 21 pod. This one here is for bigger plants, as you can see that, but you can only fit 2. Now I do have some miniature tomatoes I'm going to try to grow with this as well. So we're just going to see how that goes. I'm definitely going to try these pods with basil and parsley. So if this works the way I'd like to, it's going to be a hallelujah moment for me. Now inside of this, I've got to pull the taping off of it. This comes with so much, y'all. So that was our unit on the top. This thing comes with sponges. There's 21 sponges. These are the big sponges for those bigger sections for plants. These are the baskets for the sponges. This has got your germination covers in it. It's got your tags, support rods, and then shade covering. It comes with your plant food, both A and B. It comes with stickers. I've yet to figure out what these are, but these are stickers in here. You got your power cord. You've got your reservoir in here, and then if you're doing the automatic system, which is right here, it also has a pump. I don't know if you can see this or not. This right here is where you can put your feed for the automatic system. Now I'm going to be doing the manual system on this one, so I'm not going to be using this. But this is what we are working with. This is what we're going to grow out of when I can get my voice back in the next couple days. I am excited to try this unit, y'all. Very, very excited. It's got here in the front, it's got your power button. It's got where it tells you if you need water. It tells you if you need your feed, your temps. Everything is already on here, and it pretty much tells you everything you need to know. You keep an eye on this, and you should be able to succeed. The only time you can't succeed is just like if you're going to a garden, you're going to have to find out if your seeds are viable or not. It probably wouldn't be due to the system as much as it would be the seed. Now, I'm going to be using my garden seeds for this, but we will definitely be working with this one very soon. I cannot wait to get started because I definitely want some basil. This is a fantastic way of growing indoors. If you cannot, and honestly, I'll tell you, now this unit, it can be up to over $200 for it. But if you looked at it like this, let me get this put up. We will be bringing this back out again, and I will continue to keep putting the links in here for you for this one. I really believe that this is very much valuably worth it, and so I will continue to do that, especially while we're working with this one together. But there is something I want to say about this unit that I think would be more than just beneficial, and I'm not saying this just because, hold on a minute. All right, y'all, I had to come out and tell you this immediately. It got me thinking, and so why would I do something like this? First of all, to let you know, I'm not just out here to do this just to sell a product to you. It's more than that. This goes a lot deeper than that. So, I mean, just to show you, I'm not just out to sell a product. This is the one I got for my birthday, and this is the one I can't wait to start with both of them. The reason for that, if you are in an apartment, I've had many of you say, I want to be able to grow my own, but I don't have the space. My landlord won't let me do this, or I can't do that. I don't have a whole lot of space, or I don't have a whole lot of room. The other issue is many of you have health issues. I understand all of this, and it got me thinking. When I was looking at that hydroponics unit, it can sit on your counter anywhere in your house. It already has a lighting system attached to it. It's really easy, and once we get working into it, I will show you how easy this is to grow, how beneficial this could be, and within 30 days, how much you can have in your own house. Now, maybe you can't just go out and get a whole bunch of vegetables like you would in a regular garden, but every little bit counts, even if it's herbs, even if it's just a salad, even if it's maybe something from Baker Creek where you get a small mini tomato plant. If you can grow this indoors, this is an opportunity for you as well. You wanted to know, is there a way that we could grow indoors, or I wish I could, or I can't because of this or that. This is a way you can. They are not cheap, and I understand that, y'all. But even if you could save so much a month, there are times, to be honest, to be able to get what I wanted for this homestead, I had to put so much a week away or even a month away so I could save up for it. This is an opportunity for you to do this if this is something you really, really want. $250, $299, and maybe you can catch it on sale. Maybe you can get something for $219. I have seen this same unit that I just showed you at $219 with a sale. Save your money. Even if it's $300, you've got a unit you can grow in your house and be able to say, I can grow something. This way you've got an opportunity just like everybody else. Again, I'm not telling you this to sell a product. As much as I think this product is amazing, I'm also looking at the fact is for those who really have restrictions, it never dawned on me that you could do a hydroponic system like this until now. So this is an opportunity. When you ask me, well, what can I do? What can I do for myself? This is a way you can do. You don't have to do much to it. You don't have to till the soil. You don't have to pull a weed. All you have to do is maintain your water. Eat your vegetables. Cut and come again. And when it starts to fizzle out, add more seeds. Occasionally you're going to have to order new pods. I get that. But it's going to be worth it because you get to have a garden freshness in your own home just like a lot of us do, both indoors and outdoors. Just think about that. I know, like I said, many of you cannot afford it. I get that. There's many things I would love to have myself. But I've also had to, like I'm doing the galvanized raised beds. I've had to save. I saved. Sometimes it will take me a year to save what I want to get. Once I get that, I will put it out on my farm. So just an opportunity for you to think about it. I'm not rich either, y'all. I'm not. And this is a blessing to me. I thank God for that because I've always wanted one of these to try it. Again, it didn't dawn on me that this is something maybe many of you can do who have restrictions. So just think about it. In the meantime, we will be getting that. I'm hoping to get my voice back very soon, y'all, so that I can go ahead and work with this because I want to get my basil planted so badly. I want those fresh herbs in my home. I want to be in my kitchen with this. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I've cleaned everything off because I'm running a whole new 2024 in this place. This place will be dedicated 100% towards low-carb to Mediterranean, growing our own as way much as possible, and buckling down the hatches. We're doing our food pantry. We're eating a whole lot better, regardless of what's around me. I'm learning to say no. I'm learning to listen to this body who speaks to me, and I never listened to all those years. I can today. I did not like feeling like I did. I love having my energy back. So, and that's where that glow you all said that I see on you, it's because I'm taking care of me again. I feel better and my body feels better. And honestly, I love this. I love this whether I had 15 subscribers or now. Holy smokes, y'all. Over the Christmas weekend, you have totally blown my mind. I have not been able to get on much on my phone or anything because I've been doing so much working and straightening up. And the last time I checked, we are now over 9,000 subscribers. Never in my wildest dreams would I found that 2023 would have been a blessing of pouring upon me. But it isn't just on me. There's a blessing of pouring upon each and every one of you. I praise God for this channel. He knew what he was doing before I did. I was not comfortable in this. But he has used me in a mighty way, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm going to continue to stay doing what I do in his path, helping many of you. Today, we're going into the kitchen, again, Mediterranean style, inexpensively, differently, pantry style, and still come out with a gorgeous dish. Don't believe me? Watch me. Let's go to the kitchen. All right, y'all, it is supper time and we've got a hot mess going on over here. So I've done the cannelli beans for this evening, which I've done videos on that. I just went and prepared that ahead of time. So we're going to go ahead and start with our salmon patties, the Mediterranean style. I've got everything prepared as much as possible, so now we're going to start putting this all together. I am actually going to use 1 pound of salmon. Now, if you are going to use a pound of salmon, usually it'll take about a 16-ounce can of salmon in a can. So, but this is like 14 ounces, and I'm going to use a couple ounces of smoke just for extra flavoring. So I'm going to go ahead and strain this out. And once I strain these, we're going to be right back and putting everything together. Okay, y'all, so we've got our pound of salmon. I've done cut and broke up the pieces in it. Now, if you wanted to, if you have the pleasure of having fresh salmon in your freezer, you can actually cook it and use it in here instead of canned. This is for an opportunity to be able to have salmon patties, though, with what you have in your freezer or in your pantry. I purposely keep salmon just for this case because I've been watching, like I said, the price of fish. And right now, if this is the only way I can afford salmon, I'm going to at least get what I need in my body any way I possibly can. Is this the best option? No, it's not, but it's the best I have. My next step is going to be adding just salt and pepper to taste. I'm using Himalayan sea salt and fresh cracked pepper. I'm going to need a half a teaspoon of smoked paprika. I don't have any smoke, so I'm going to have to use Spanish paprika, which will be just as fine. Like I said, I'm on my pantry challenge, and I'm going to use what I can use. Now I need, let's see, 1 shallot. I don't have any shallots, so I am actually going to be using a red onion instead. I need 1 clove of garlic, minced. I will write this recipe in the description box below for y'all, though. The same place where you're going to be able to find that link to the hydroponic system. Sorry. I need a half a cup of panko. Now, I don't have any panko, but I have homemade breadcrumbs from our bread that we had baked. It went a little stale, so I turned it purposely into breadcrumbs. Now, I'm not going to use a full half a cup. You're welcome to do as you please, though. I need a 1/3 cup of mayonnaise. Now I'm going to go by eye on this one. I need 1½ tablespoons of Dijon mustard. And don't worry, y'all, I'm actually going to get some tea with some honey and lemon tonight. My throat don't hurt, it just, I don't have a voice. Now I'm going to be using my home canned Dijon mustard. I definitely will be doing this again because this stuff tastes so, so good, y'all. I need a 1/4 cup of fresh chopped parsley and 1/2 of a red bell pepper. I need a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. And 1 tablespoon of lemon juice. I'm also going to throw in, I had a little bit of Parmesan left over, so I'm actually going to throw that in there. That was from my beans from earlier. I just need now my tablespoon of lemon juice. As soon as I can find my tablespoon measurement. Now I'm going to mix this all together. Okay, it's in there. Make sure I got everything, because we're also going to do a lemon yogurt dip for this as well, that we can dip them in, and I'll be taking you with that one as well. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and also add about a tablespoon of olive oil into this mix as well. All right, y'all, now we're just going to mix this all together. It smells so good. And look at all the pretty bright colors. This is what I love about Mediterranean. It's not only tastes so good, but it's so pretty. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and clean this mess up. We're going to prepare our pan and make our patties. And then, well, actually, I'm going to go ahead and make our yogurt sauce. And then I'm going to prepare these as well. So I'm going to set this aside and let's do our yogurt sauce right quick. Okay, yeah, so here's what we need on this. We are making a dill yogurt sauce. We need 5.3 ounces of plain Greek yogurt. Any type of your type of Greek yogurt you may want. Give me a spatula here. This would end up being this whole container. Okay, so we got that one taken care of. Now I need 1 to 1.5 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice, which this is organic lemon juice. I thank you all for those who blessed us with stuff like this immensely. So I'm going to use a tablespoon of this because it seems pretty good and strong. It is really concentrated, so that will definitely give me that lemony, but I will taste it after a while. I need 1 clove of minced garlic, which I have right here. I need 1.5 tablespoons of fresh dill chopped. Now I don't have any fresh dill, so I am just going to use about a tablespoon of dried dill in here. Some of this that is dried is from my fresh stock. I'm going to need a tablespoon of chopped chives. I am going to be using dried again. So, and these is what I'm going to allow to sit and concentrate up while we're frying our salmon patties. Now I need 1/8 of a teaspoon, which is basically just a pinch of red pepper flakes. I'm going to mix this together with some salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to mix this up really good. And then we're going to let this sit to marry its flavors together, soften up some of the dry herbs in the refrigerator while we cook up our salmon. Let me go ahead and get this taste tested right quick, see where we stand with this. Perfect. All right, so let me get this in the refrigerator. When we come back, we're going to start frying up our salmon patties. Okay, so this recipe says to use butter. Now, if you want to do it like I want to, as healthiest as possible, you could choose to omit the butter. If you do use butter, use real butter. Or you could use ghee. Or you can do, like I'm fixing to do, is just use olive oil. Olive oil is an amazing fat. And that is one of the kind of fats that I like to use. It's what's helping me lose my weight again. It's keeping me healthier. And it keeps the doctor off my back when it comes to my cholesterol. So I am going to take my olive oil and I am going to happily use it in everything I do. I'm just going to go ahead and bring this up to heat point, not smoke point, just heat point. And once I get this up there, we're going to go ahead and start our salmon patties. We are going to use a 1/3 cup measuring cup to make our patties out of. We're not going to make them really big or nothing. We're just going to be just enough sizes. You can choose to make this size any way you want to. I'm probably going to have enough salmon patties left over to probably freeze as well for us for another meal. Let me go ahead, give my voice a break for just a second, come back to this once this is heating up, and we will be right back. So, and don't feel sorry for me, y'all. I love what I do, so it doesn't matter what I'm going through. I'm going to do it no matter what. So you can ask my family. I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to this stuff. I don't like sitting on my laurels. So we'll go ahead and get this heated up, and then once we get that done, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so what we do next is we'll take our 1/3 cup, take them into our mix, and then form it into a patty as such. And just make it evenly as possible all the way around here. You can omit the breadcrumbs if you want to, especially if you're a diabetic. You could actually substitute with almond flour if you want to, or just plain egg. It is nothing but a binder anyway, so you can totally omit it. Now I'm just going to form these and get as many as I can into my pan. Man, y'all, these are the prettiest colors. If you could just see this mixed with that smoked salmon, it smells so good too. I like changing up the recipes to make a fresh meal and something that's, I don't know, I guess eye-popping and mouth-watering. That's the reason why those of you who are trying my meals, you're thoroughly enjoying it, and I'm so glad to hear that. I really hope that many of you will have that opportunity to try it as well. All right, so we're going to let these cook for about 2 to 3 minutes on each side till they're golden brown. Once they're golden brown, we're going to flip them, and then we'll come back after I get all these done. Now, once I get all of these finished, we'll go ahead and set up our plating, and I will show you what we're fixing to have. Now, we will be having salmon patties. We're having our cannellini beans, and we're going to have a wedged salad. Unlike a salad you mostly see, this one will be wedged. When we plate this up, it will be a very beautiful Mediterranean dish. And with that, we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so our salmon patties are now finished. I'm going to show you how I dress up our plates for this evening. This is a wedge of lettuce, and we're going to dress this up to make a salad wedge to go with our supper tonight. So we have in the center of our plating as well, because we have our salmon, we're going to be adding our dill yogurt sauce right here in the middle. Right there. Now I'm going to take some, now we're using sugar-free Dijon, honey Dijon salad dressing mix. I'm just going to drizzle this on top of my wedge, just like so. I'm going to be adding some avocados on the side of this. Right there on the sides. I'm going to sprinkle this with real bacon bits that I fried up. I'll be adding some quail boiled eggs. Cut in halves. And now I'm going to turn around and add my cannellini beans as well. After I add some green olives, I like to have olives in my salad, so I'm going to turn around and add some green olives to my wedge. And now we're going to turn around and finish off. Give me 1 second and we'll be right back. And that is our Mediterranean plates now. And I probably won't eat this whole wedge. This will probably have leftovers. But I want to show you what this plate looks like. And there we have it, y'all. We have our cannellini beans, our salmon, our dill yogurt sauce, and our wedge. And that would make a perfect, beautiful Mediterranean dish, all healthy foods. And I cannot wait to dig into this. It's making my mouth water just doing this. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I will be back with you probably working this weekend so that we can get our La Pot hydroponic system starting and working and planting our seeds. In the meantime, I'm going to eat. I'm going to go drink some tea tonight and see if I can't bring my voice back to yins. I love each and every one of you. And until next time, much love from Parton's Heritage Homestead.